everybody. Welcome back to With That Being Said with your host, Nene and
Nina.
yes, my girl. And we're back.
We
We
are
are back,
back.
episode 2. I'm sure the countdown been real. I know y'all missed us from last time. We missed y'all. We couldn't wait to get back and
Mm-hmm.
to chop it up.
Yes.
So with that being said, friend, what's been going on?
Girl, what's up? It's Valentine's week, honey. What's your
I
plans?
have I don't know. I
You don't
don't
know.
know. I'm a spoiled girl.
Okay.
So it's like he like to surprise me. So I'm not gonna know until maybe like a day before or maybe even a day of. So
Ooh,
I
I
like
love a
that.
good old
Yeah, I like the
surprise.
suspense around not knowing, I don't know. Cause my boy, he be putting out all kind of stops and
Okay.
tricks. Like for me to know what he doing, I have to go check the Delta app. You know what I'm saying? My boy
Okay.
been on book some and be like, listen, be at the airport by whatever time. I like that for
I
me.
listen, I love that for
Yeah,
you.
no, but I don't know. Maybe this week we're just probably gonna chill. I'm not sure, but either way, Valentine's Day for us is all year, right?
Okay.
So I don't think I would even feel a way or be too hard on him if we truly don't do anything,
Mm-hmm.
because he do celebrate me throughout the year. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So if not, we just kind of want to dinner and just a drink or
Mm-hmm.
shit, he just get some flowers delivered to the house and just kind of whatever. Like
Yeah.
I'm good with either way.
Yeah.
I'm good with either way.
I ain't
How
mad at
about
that.
you? What you looking forward to doing?
I mean, because I've been with him so long, I just think it's be like another day, really.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I mean, of
Yeah.
course, I still get the flowers, maybe
Hmm.
some candy or
Yeah, the good
whatever.
stuff, the good stuff.
But it's just
Traditional stuff.
traditional stuff. But it just
Hmm.
be like another day,
Yeah,
really.
I get
But
it.
I do get I get the kids and stuff because I
Okay.
think it's important that, and since I have
I was
boys,
gonna say you have boys, so yeah.
yeah, like I want it to be. I don't want it to feel like boys are not appreciated
Yeah.
on Valentine's
Because
Day.
oftentimes it is said that it is a woman's holiday.
Yes,
So I get your what you're
yes,
doing, your approach to just letting the boys know like, hey, even though you are
yeah.
a man,
Son, you the prize
you
too,
the
son.
prize too. You deserve to be celebrated as well. So no, I get it. I like
Yeah,
that.
so I want to teach them that early to where son, you the prize too. I want you to whoever you end
Hmm.
up with that they understand. Like, yes, it's important to make your partner feel
Yeah, for
appreciated
sure.
on both sides.
Yeah.
And
So
so,
one thing I can say though that I have learned and I do very well with being a boy mom and
mhm.
since the last 23 years, I cannot believe I have a 23-year old.
Well,
That's insane.
friend, we was pregnant at the same time. Excuse me,
In
hello.
them folk high school.
We
My
we had
goodness.
we had the bellies at the same time, friend.
Exactly. So yeah, so just being again a boy mom for 23 years now, and counting. I do advocate for the men a lot, right?
Right,
Because I see that perspective, even, and I have a daughter,
right.
so
So we
and
see
she's
both.
just as important. I'm sorry,
Right.
but I advocate for the men just a little bit harder because
Yeah.
I understand,
Yeah.
right? And it's almost like thinking like, I don't want to play with my son. Don't play with my
Right. You
son.
ain't finna
You know
play
what
with
I'm
my
saying?
son
Like
hard
I
out here.
get it.
Yeah.
Whereas I was somebody back then playing with somebody's son.
Right. Right. But I mean, with age and time, now we
Yeah,
understand.
comes
Like,
wisdom for sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
like it's like, dang, it ain't all about take.
yeah.
We should have been. And let me say me, because I know I should have been like, oh, okay, well, since I'm with you,
Mhm.
I should be I should
Yeah.
be giving you your flowers
Yeah,
also.
for sure. I've always been a giver though. I think anybody in past relationships would
Mm-hmm.
definitely say that about me. I've always been a giver.
Yeah.
I'm big on birthdays. I'm big on holidays. The just because,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, I do pride myself on truly again making you
Yes.
feel appreciated, acknowledged,
Mm-hmm.
and through gift giving. So
Yes.
I'm good on that. But no, I definitely I mean, like I said, Valentine's Day is just another day for a person like myself who, again, um, you know, just get celebrated throughout the year. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And I don't think nobody else. I get other people. Other people is truly like big on that holiday. I get
Mm-hmm.
that. Good luck with that though.
I did it big one year, one Valentine's year for
Hmm.
him. Um, I did 14 days of love.
Oh
This
wow!
was years ago. This was
Like in the beginning.
no. This maybe was like ooh, maybe 5 years ago.
Okay.
But I did 14 days of love.
Mhm.
And he had 14 gifts.
Okay.
And
So every day you gave him a different gift.
what I did was on Valentine's Day, he just had 14 gifts.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then I told him each day he could open. So he got them all on Valentine's Day. Like
Mhm.
in hindsight, I should have did up until
Every day up until,
Valentine's
yeah.
Day. But because she's a busy mom
Yeah,
of
you
four,
gave 14 at one
I
time.
had and it no, yeah, I had to kind of like, figure out what I wanted to do. And I was asking friends
Mhm.
like, hey, like what you think? I want to get them this. So it was, and I'm a thoughtful gift giver
Yeah.
when I'm doing something. So like there were certain books that I knew was on his to read
So
list.
you got the
So
books.
I may have ordered like a book or two. Then I
Mhm.
did I had got like a little cute little box,
Okay.
real decorative box, and it was a lunch box. So I called it a
Mm.
lunch box, and I maybe did like 5 gift cards
Okay.
to different places where he can go and eat
And do,
lunch at,
yeah.
like
So
10
stuff like
$15 stuff
that.
like that. And then of course I did the big gifts where he got the designer shoes, he may have
Mhm.
got a designer book bag because those are the things that he in. But it was a very high end and low end
Gift giving,
gift
yeah.
giving,
I
yeah.
mean, I do like that ideal. I think I mean, I see a lot of that on social media now. Like a
Right,
lot,
the
like
16-year
the
old. So when I saw
huh.
that, I was like, "That is so cool." I'm like, I would look. So when my boys get 16, I definitely want to do something like that for
Well,
them.
I'm so glad my children 16. Well, Nakara just turned 16 a few months ago, but that has came and gone. I don't have to live up to those
Well,
expectations because I'm one of those parents to where, again, I've always just performed at the capacity in which I was, allowed to.
mhm,
So I don't really, I'm not a trendy type of parent, like
mhm,
what's trending. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
I always just do what's in my means and what's in my reach to do.
mhm,
So, um, like again, she just turned 16 last year, and so it was never like on my to-do list to get her the car. That's so
mhm,
like typical, right?
mhm,
Turn 16, you get the car. Um, it was never just again to take her on a lavish trip. It was just to celebrate her in the way she would have wanted to.
mhm,
And I just studied her that year and just kind of course considered the behavior. So all factors came into
right,
play, like how your behavior been, how your grades and things like that. And then I noticed that she was just into music real heavy,
okay,
for like a certain period of time. And I was like, hey, how you think about, what you think about doing a studio party for your birthday? She was like, oh my God, I love that. I would love it. And
mhm.
again, it was just a shot in the dark for me because it was like a random idea I came up with. I'm like, it could be a hit, it could be a miss. She may like it, may not. And she really loved it. And they
She
had a good
loved it.
time. So I just think it's important as parents for us to know our kids, figure out
Yes,
our children likes and dislikes,
right,
and stop just a lot of time we live vicariously through them. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? So it's like, oh, this is what I would have wanted when I was this age.
Right, but
And
we
that's
can't
that
do
we
that.
cannot do
But
that.
that goes back to the intentional gift giving. That was something
Mhm.
that she was interested in and she
Right.
liked, and you
Yeah.
took the time to even notice that. Like,
Mhm.
I love gifts like that.
Yeah, for sure. For
I'm talking
sure.
about. I love. Don't get me wrong. I love a bag. I
Yeah.
love a
I'm not so much a bad
I'm a
girl.
bad girl, but I do like the small intentional gifts. Like I had a
You
friend that
know,
gave me a like I love elephants,
yeah.
and she went to Thailand and she had got me handcrafted
Mhm.
elephant, and on the inside of the elephant there was a baby elephant. It's so, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like that was one of like the best birthday gifts I ever got.
I think for me, if I would just get excited about seeing anything, it's like personalized things, right?
I
So
do
like those
too.
personalized gifts really like woo and wow
Mhm.
me, because they're thoughtful, right? You thought enough of
Yes.
me to personalize something, whether
Yes.
it has my
It's
birthday
not
on there, my
about the
favorite
money.
color,
Mhm.
a saying of mine, my face or whatever. Like I've always been like big on that. So those be like the best gifts for me. And then I
Mhm.
think everything else kind of fall in place. The perfume, I love perfume, so that's
Right.
always a good, that's
Mhm.
a good one.
What about
Um,
experiences?
I love a good
I love a
experience.
good
But so
experience.
I'm not an adventurous girl. Like I'm not quick to just be like, oh yeah, let's go skydiving. Let's. By the way, my man just went skydiving yesterday. Just call me FaceTime random. Where am I? Showing me the background, and I'm like, it looked like you at a private airport because I seen little small planes.
Mhm.
Yeah, and guess what I'm about to do? I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna skydive. I'm like, why? What are you doing?
But experience, all experience don't have to be very, if like me. I think in a past lifetime, I probably was like 600 pounds. I love, friend, you know
Obesity.
this, baby. I love to eat.
Oh no, definitely. You can chop down a 20 piece.
Baby, I will bust it
A 20
down.
piece have no chance with you, point
Bust
blank
it,
period.
but when I say bust it down, I bust it down right now and then add for fries on the side. But I'm saying like I would love to go experience a good old steakhouse, different
Yeah.
restaurants, or things like I'm into museums. So,
Mm-hmm.
baby, get a membership and take me to a
Yeah,
museum.
no.
Like I like simple stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's not hard to please me at all.
Yeah.
It's not at
And
all.
I think, again, like you said, going back to the intentional gift giving, I think if a lot of people consider just like whoever you're giving this gift for
Mm-hmm.
or to, just try to find out something about them, right? If it's his first time gift giving, if it's, you've been doing it for the last 20 years and you're trying to just
Mm-hmm.
sharpen your tools, you're trying to get more from, try to
Mm-hmm.
spice it up.
Mm-hmm.
Just really find out like what that person like, and all it takes is just a little attention to detail.
Attention to
A
details.
person will tell you a lot about themselves through the way they dress. I
Mm-hmm.
feel the way they style their hair,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I
Mm-hmm.
think also too, just the something that's, and I know this may sound crazy, but to the television shows they watch. Like we
Mm-hmm.
relate to so many things outside of people when it comes down to the music we listen to, right?
Right.
My preference of an artist, again, the type of shows and the movies I like to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Um if you go to my Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
account and you see what I previously watched, it may be a little action, it may be a little drama,
Mm-hmm.
it may be a little documentaries for sure. I love to just hear people's story.
Mm-hmm.
I love to hear a good story, where somebody been, where they came, and where they going. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then you know, I don't know. I know for a fact though, being a boy mom, I had to really fall in line with getting acclimated with sports. Cause it wasn't my
Mm.
thing prior to. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
never a sports girl. Like I would go to the high school football games just to go see boys. Somebody, I
I'm
don't
gonna
care.
show up my outfit.
And show you
Cause,
how fresh I am.
cause
You
I
ain't
didn't
riding,
back
you
and
ain't
forth,
riding, you ain't bumping like her bumping.
back and
You
forth.
ain't
I
fresh
ain't
as
sit
I
down.
is. No, so I get it. But
Right.
of course having boys and stuff like that, I had to find a way to relate to them.
Yes.
When they got older, I would walk past the room and kind of hear them talking about, this player, that player, this, the
Mm-hmm.
stats and things like that. And it was so oblivious to me. I just didn't know nothing about nothing. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
knew the athletes in my time, which
Right.
was the Michael Jordans, the
And them people
Magic
long gone and
Johnson,
retired.
right? And so they talking about, I'm hearing now for the first time names like Steph Curry, I'm saying Kevin Durant,
Mm-hmm.
this from like, who is these people,
Yeah.
and so I just had to quickly, get familiar with it. And so I did that by just taking them to basketball games, random basketball games,
Mm-hmm.
whether the school that they was attending was having a game. Even if they wasn't on the team, I still be like, hey, I got an email. Y'all school playing tonight. Y'all want to go? They like, thought you never asked.
Be ready at 5.
Listen, and then I would always, sometimes I would go online, find some cheap tickets if
Okay.
home team playing and stuff like that. Again, I'm sitting there not knowing half of what's going on, but it
Mm-hmm.
was just that bonding, that
That
time I was
bonding.
able to relate with them. And so now,
But it's, I mean, you don't, but you have more experience with that because they're grown now. What
hmm
versus me to where I'm just starting out. Like my boys are young,
yeah.
so I go in there and I hear them. They're into sports, so of course
hmm
it's making me get into. I've always been a football girl, love football.
Yeah.
Could care 2 cents about basketball, so I'm learning about basketball. Girl, I've been there with all the kids. They be like, "Mom, boy, you heard who got traded?" I was like, "Nah, bro, what?"
Yeah.
And they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, so and so got traded." No,
No, really.
Cap, don't know nothing.
Listen, my man, I told you he called me early this morning. He's asking me about basketball. And like 4:30 in the morning, he just called me and I'm just like, wait, what are we talking about? And then when I got to start talking to him, he mentioned Kevin Durant and he said something to the effect of like, if I had a takeaway or give a takeaway for Kevin
Mm-hmm.
Durant, what would it be? And I'm like, oh well, I don't know. I'm like a LeBron girl. Like I'm a
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James with current. I'm a Kobe fan through and through. That's
Mm-hmm.
my, favorite player of all time. But and so I got to start deep diving into these people personal life. I'm like, well,
Mm-hmm.
the face of the NBA now, I would consider as, according to the streets, would be the Anthony Edwards of the world.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but he need to find. I said he need to get someone to take care of his children. He was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah. He was like, no. He was like, boo, I'm talking about stats and numbers and
Yeah,
how many
we
games
know the
they.
gossip
He said how
side.
many points they average a game. I'm not talking about. I said, well, honey, until he man up and taking his responsibility, I don't want to. And
Yeah,
he was like, yeah, you a little bit too invested in these people personal life.
but
And
that's the
I'm like,
side
but
we know.
that's the side we know. That's what we
Cause
hear.
I can't tell you who played well, but I'm like, oh, that's so and so husband.
Right.
I can tell you
That's so and
that.
so baby daddy. He getting sued for whatever.
And
He
he
got
they
caught cheating with this
right,
person,
and they both got a baby by his person. That's what I
I
can
can
tell
that's
you.
what I can tell you. I can't tell you what he averaged that
I,
night in a game. I can't
sir,
tell
you want to
you
talk about this or not?
what college he played for, what his stats was, and I can't tell you any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can only tell you what the headline tell me.
Right.
But it was funny because he was just like, "Oh no, you definitely too much invested into these people' personal business." He was like, "I thought we could have a conversation about numbers and stats," and I'm like, "Yeah, give me a
Mm-mm.
second, I'll be right back."
Right.
Let me go look some stuff up. But I just like being able to go to the games and stuff with him again.
Mm-hmm.
He's a football fan. He's a basketball fan. So I like, for an example, he's from Oakland, California. So of course the Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Well, they now the Las Vegas Raiders, but he will
Mm-hmm.
take my head off if I do not call them the Oakland Raiders, because he's just like, I don't care where they go, they're gonna always be Oakland Raiders. But they got a new, well, I don't know how new he is, but he came across my timeline. Max Crosby, white boy, fine, fine, fine,
Okay, white
fine,
chocolate.
fine. He's so fine. And that just kind of like he gravitated to me because I think he went viral for something. I can't remember, but anyway, I remember seeing him like, who is this? And
Mm-hmm.
then followed up. So I remember calling, my dude, and I was like, listen, my favorite player now on the Raiders is Max Crosby. And he's like, where you get
How you
that
know
from?
that?
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I don't know. I just like
Right.
him. Not knowing,
Right.
like not telling him the real truth. Like shit, I stumbled across him boy when I was
Right.
IG. And listen, he can give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, but
I understand, cause that's how I felt about Travis Kelce when he was before he got with Taylor Swift. No, no,
no.
no. That's when he
Oh
was dating.
my
Then when he was dating our
god. When
girl
he was
Kayla,
okay.
and I was like,
Friend,
okay,
that's
what?
like the type of white boys you into, like that type of look, bill cut style, like that. Cause
When
I
he
can
was
see you.
when he was with Kayla,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
So you think he look and dress different now that he's with Taylor?
Yes, that made me
Mm.
walking around with that Georgia State Patrol mustache and that haircut.
No, really, for sure.
Yeah, it's like Georgia
Georgia
State
State
Patrol.
Patrol is nasty.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's like night and day. So I don't know if you was pretending to be who you was.
Or really was, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we Kayla, and then now that you with Taylor, you are who you are. Which
You
if you
truly can
are,
live out loud.
if you can truly live out who you is,
Yeah.
by all means. I'm just saying, when I first got introduced to Travis Kelce, he was dating Kayla. I was like, okay, Kayla, I see you.
Yeah.
And he was,
Yeah.
and so I was like, I'm a Chiefs fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm
no, I
just
get it.
that.
I get
And
it. I
so,
get
you
it.
know, and because my man had put down the Falcons and he was
Yeah.
with the Chiefs. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Team Chiefs, but you know, oh, here come my player Travis Kelce. And he looking at me like, how you know him? I'm like,
Yeah, right.
everybody
But
know
I
him.
truly didn't. It took for
No, I
him to
said
break
that.
up. Oh,
I'm
okay.
like,
Because I'm like,
everybody
it
know
took when he
him.
kind of dumped, whatever happened with him and the sister, and then he got, he went with Taylor. Is kind of when I started getting wind of him. You know what I'm saying? Other
Go
than
back
that,
and
I
look
didn't.
at when he was with her. You're gonna be like,
I
okay.
think a different. I mean, I seen some stuff. Some stuff came to surface. But friend, I'm one of them people. And again, we have a platform that we are inviting people to be a part of,
Mm-hmm.
and share their thoughts and opinions, and as we share our thoughts and opinions. So I just kind of am always on the fence about celebrity, like reporting on celebrity, like life and just personal
Mm-hmm.
news, because I'm big on just not knowing what people going through outside of, right? When the cameras
Mm-hmm.
are off, when the curtains
Mm-hmm.
close, when the doors close, like
It's their
what
private
that look
life.
like. You get what I'm saying? So I would have probably just, if I did see his social media, see him anywhere when he was with the sister, I probably would have just I don't know, but I can imagine what you're saying. Like he's a totally
I'm
different
yes.
person
No,
for
well,
sure.
when I say totally person, meaning what he
Would wear.
show up
Okay.
as like, okay, you had a little temp fade going on and
Mm.
you was dressing how our culture dressed, and then now
Gotcha.
you get over here, you a gym school teacher
Oh
dressing, you
wow.
were again, you got the fat mustache where like you probably write tickets when you know in locker room or something like that's
Yeah,
just what it
no.
gives now. But I'm not mad at that because I truly believe in people being able to be in a relationship where they can be their authentic self.
Yeah, by
So
all
if you
means.
was pretending over here with
Because
the black
friend,
girl, I think you shouldn't have not been over there.
I mean, can you recall a time or two, if any, where you've probably been in a relationship where you don't feel like you was able to truly be your like you was tailored to just kind of their liking, their
Yes.
expectation. Yeah, so I think a lot of people out there can relate to that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yes.
didn't
I was
feel
in a
like
relationship though where it was, you know, and all my friends know, like, man, that girl crazy.
yeah.
I like to
Hmm.
have listen, I like to have a time and a half.
Yeah.
I like to cut up. I like to sit around, talk a little, you know what? That's fun to
Yeah, for
me.
you, yeah, for sure.
But some men, well, at the time that relationship I was in, this was like when I in my early 20s,
Okay.
it was you doing too
Yeah,
much.
for sure.
You who you trying to make laugh? And I'm like, I ain't trying to
Hmm.
make nobody laugh. This is
This is truly
me.
me. This is
This is
my
truly me.
personality. This is how I am.
I have more male friends than anything because of how we be talking.
Right.
And then plus I'm a loner. And like what
And you are only child.
that's what I'm saying. And I think a lot of people it's
So
hard to have
I was gonna
friends.
say, let's just give you props for just how the type of part. And again, if people know you, they know you. They know what I'm saying is the absolute truth, with no exaggeration. Like just you are a like life of the party, like loud, big personality. You know what I'm saying? I mean, extremely funny. Definitely can just brighten up anybody's day. And that's special. I feel like characteristic for a person that is the only child, because a lot of time, and I'm not an only child, I come from a family of 13 siblings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a part of the 13, but a lot of time only child children really be like introverts, right? They be kind of self secluded.
But I feel like I'm kind of like this sometimes though.
When you so you do have your days and your ways when you
I
don't want
feel
to be
like I'm
bothered,
yeah,
but I
like
think for the most
for the
part,
most part I'm gonna go out and have a time
but
and a
I was gonna
half.
say when you show up, you show up.
And I can go home and not call nobody for 3 weeks.
Right. But that doesn't truly make you an introvert. I think, and again, I'm not an expert on introvert, extrovert. I
Right.
don't definition, go look it up. But I think for you, you just have your days and your ways, right?
Mm,
Days you just kind of care to be bothered and
yeah.
you don't. Your ways are just what it is. And I thinking about it that know you personally, that is truly a friend of you, would know that. And they
Right.
would never take that personal. Like, okay,
Right.
this is just how Nina is,
My
you
real
know?
friends know that this is it's like, oh, she ain't called me in 3 weeks, you know. Oh, she must be a favorite. My real
No.
friends, y'all understand it. Me and you cannot talk for 3 weeks. We'll pick up the phone and talk on the phone for
Like
3 hours
nothing never,
and
it's like
pick
nothing
up like
never,
nothing
right?
happened.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having friends to where I don't have to be at a friend's beck and call 24/7 because
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the friend that you need. I don't know how to be that
It's
friend.
exhausting,
I
right?
and I don't know how to be
Hmm.
that friend because I didn't have siblings.
Yeah.
I grew up. It
Well,
was just
friend, I don't
me.
think it's necessarily determined whether if you had siblings or not to be a friend that kind of show up all the time. I think it just depends on your capacity, kind of what you're able to do, what's in your means, what's in your
Right.
reach, what you want to do. Should you may just not even be a person that just care to just again, hey, I just ran out of gas. I'm on the side of the road. Can you come and get me? You may be that friend, be like, I'm busy right now,
No,
but
I would definitely give up
no,
like
no, no.
I ain't do it.
But maybe you that friend that's like, hey, I'm gonna call AAA.
No, I'll get up and go get my friend. I'm that.
But
I can't be the friend where you gotta call me and you went out last night and then okay, you tell me what happened last night. Okay, cool. And then you go out the next day and you call me the very next day, tell me what happened. I can't. I'm not that friend. I don't want to know
so back to what you
everything
said when you was like, yeah, I'm that
every single
friend that
day.
when you was like, I'm that friend that'll get up and go get my friend. So for me, I was that friend. So get up, stop, drop, and everything I'm
Right.
doing, and go get my friend who just ran out of gas. Go pick her up. If she got a gas can, if she don't, I'm either gonna bring one with me or go take her to go fill that gas can up, come back, put gas in there, then probably take her back to the gas station once we get that car chrome. And then I'm probably gonna overextend myself and give her another 25, 30. And oh no, girl, nah, I'm gonna feel because I'm gonna feel like you didn't have the money because why you run out of gas. So the me in me gonna probably pay for to fill your tank up fully. So not only did I just
Mm.
leave the house, right? I came to get you. Like I said, I either brought you gas or took you to get gas enough to crank the car. Then I just took you back to the gas station to fill you up without knowing your circumstances. That's not the friend me
So
no
what
more.
you in there? I call AAA.
I'll call AAA, right? And that's still me extending that helping hand.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just you might gotta wait on the side of the road for 3 hours.
Right.
But it's still helping because it's like I'm starting
Mm-hmm.
to understand kind of how to move those pieces and what I'm allowed to do as a friend and what a friend looks like.
Right.
It don't friend. So that's why these days I'm very careful when I say friend because people
I listen, had to learn that
the
who my
expectations.
friends, who my associates. That was something I
Oh
had
my
to learn
goodness.
at this big age to
Mm-hmm.
where I should have known like, no, these for right here. Oh, when it's time to go out and have a
That is a good
party and have a
time.
good time,
Mm-hmm.
yes, but I shouldn't have these people that's in my friend circle.
Right. Yeah.
I had to learn it at this big
Yeah.
age.
And I think for me, I got scarred early on. Like what a girl that I would consider as my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in middle school, baby, she taught me a long time ago. Uh, but I'm gonna show you. I'm, sh- I'm gonna show you by being so trustworthy, by being so easygoing.
Right.
And she was everything but a best friend. But nevertheless, though, it
Mm-hmm.
was just those lessons that I
There
learned
was this,
along the way.
and by me being only also not only an only child, all of my first cousins are at easily 10 to 15 years older than
Older,
me.
yeah.
So I didn't grow up with my first cousins to where I could have that practice of
Mhm.
this is what a friend is. This is what, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, we all cool. Oh yeah, we all friends. That's what I had to learn as the only child going through life
Yeah.
and learning. And of course it took me forever to be like, you ain't my real
Yeah. Yeah.
friend.
Yeah. For sure.
You here for the good times, and,
Yeah.
and you here to benefit off of any everything we got going on, but you a backstabber or
And
you
lead
not a
to
friend back to
whatever.
me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's I tell people all the time. I ain't hurting for no friend. Again, I got a plethora of siblings. Okay, nieces and nephews alike. I could, like you said, friend. You said my time. You said, friend, y'all could throw a party and don't nobody show up but y'all.
But y'all,
That's the party.
that is the
And
party.
so I've never felt like that. That space was empty for me. It was
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes overwhelming because it was so many
Mm.
people, right? So that would force me to branch off to find friendship outside of my family because it was like I need it to be a part of something, or someone that didn't know as much and could relate to different
Mm.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? When it's different when you're in the same household with people y'all are part of the same struggle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are part of the same upbringing. It's different. I ain't mad at Glorilla for not giving none of her siblings
Not a
absolutely
dime.
nothing.
Not a dime.
As since we speaking on it, I don't really get. First of all, that when I heard the sister count, I seen a few videos of her ranting and raving. I'm like, okay, whatever, whatever. Listening to it, I'm like, okay, I can
Mm-hmm.
see she had a little point. I'm thinking Glorilla really did lift them people in the dump. Like, hey, I got a hit record. I took
I'm out of
off.
here.
I ain't look back. But when Glorilla, they always say it's multiple sides to a story. When she started posting her receipts of text message from mom, thanking her for all that she do, whatever that is, mom didn't specify in the text. She just said, thank you for all that you do. And I was like, okay, maybe this girl just ain't left them cold. And then the sister that came, what they call her Brorilla, but the sister Brorilla, she was in one of the videos. She was like, "Yeah, she got two of our siblings staying with her in Atlanta, but she got them slaving for her." First of all, you made it seem like she had no contact. She cut off all contact and gave y'all no resources.
Right.
Then it go from Glorilla producing, evidence, text message receipts from the mom thanking her, to you saying two of the siblings stay with her in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it? Either she done cut ties with y'all or she pick and choose who she want to deal with, which she got the right to do
She got
that.
the right to do because don't nobody know what y'all done did to her.
And so my thing is like the old saying is so true. You can you can fish for a man and you can feed him, or you can teach him how to fish and feed. You can fish for a man, you can feed him for a day, or you can
Teach
teach
them
him
how
how
to
to fish
fish
and you
here.
feed him for a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe that's her mindset. Like y'all can go and work with her and for her
Mm-hmm.
and become employed and make said money, but she would never continue to thrive and be successful if she just give, give,
If she
give, give,
give,
give, give,
if
give.
she's out here just giving it out.
Don't know what you're doing. She just giving it. Like she'll never be able to truly just stay ahead.
But how can what just baffles me about it is how can you talk about what she do with her money,
Her money,
what
the
she earned,
entitlement.
and the entitlement, and also I do believe that siblings have different relationships with their mom, and I'm saying this.
Friend,
I don't think and I say this as a mom because I have all these
you don't have the
children.
same
I
experience.
don't have the same relationship. I don't believe I had the same relationship with
Every
each one of my
child
kids.
don't have the same experience
Right.
with their mom. Like you can be from the same family tree,
Mm-hmm.
same mama, same daddy, but each one of y'all got a different version of your
Got a
mama.
different
I
version.
know this because again, I'm the third oldest of 13 siblings. My younger siblings behind me tell a totally different story of their experience
With
growing
your
up once
mama.
we left the house. Because
Mm.
I left at about 18. I left before then, but I came back and then I
Right.
left for
But
good.
at that time, your
Different.
mama
My mom was a child
evolved.
herself. Yeah, she was a child herself because my mama had my eldest sister when she was 14. She got pregnant when
Right.
she was 13, had her when she was 14. Very
Right.
young.
But she's a different parent
So
by that time. The youngest ones come.
by the time she had me, she was of course I'm number three, so she was like 17 years old with three children. Can you imagine a 17-year-old with three children? So I understood later on. It took me some time to grow up and understand it, but I understood later on that this lady been a child since she was. I mean, she's been a mom since she was a child. She didn't have
Mm-hmm.
no
She didn't have a
childhood,
childhood.
and she been winging it and figuring it out, growing and and
Mm-hmm.
going with that. So I gave her as much grace as I was allowed to give her, and and I just encourage the younger siblings behind me to do the same. But I think they meet her with more resistance
Mm-hmm.
than anything. And so it's just kind of frustrating to hear when they were like, "You don't get it, Nene. You don't understand." No, 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 I do. We were the bologna sandwich, ham sandwich, hot dog, noodles,
Children.
children. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
you all, I don't give a damn if it's a checker burger. It's a checker burger. We didn't get checker burgers. We only maybe got checkers once a month, and it was probably the first of the month when she got, what I'm saying, some
Mm-hmm.
assistance from the government.
Right.
If that, what I'm saying. Other than that, or she sold some food stamps to get cash and was able, So
Do
don't tell
something.
me what I don't know about,
But this is what I don't understand. And friend, we don't had this conversation where I said I don't understand people who come from big families of 13. Nene, I told her, I said, Nene, if someone's ever help you, God forbid it don't. I better not see one flyer, oh, hey, we need a fish fry to help.
Mm-mm.
Everybody better be able to come up with $100 or something. If it's, and and I say that to where it's like, okay, go real. They were saying the mama didn't have no rent or short on rent, she needed
Something like
whatever.
that, yeah.
It's 10 of y'all.
Yeah.
It's 10 of y'all. Y'all couldn't come
Why
up
she
with
got to be the only one?
why does she have to be the only one? Even if she do have the means, why ain't nobody else try to come up with it?
And they probably have. I think that sister just probably reached a boiling point, where she just wanted to just say, F it, I'm just going to tell it. And I don't care what
And
it
then
is.
maybe mama been like, I don't want to burden my
Yeah.
child with
Because
this.
like I just told my son this morning, we was talking about this same conversation in the car on a car ride. And I told him, I said, if you was to become a millionaire tomorrow, $10 million, whatever, luckily, however it works, you land in your, account it is. I said, I would be looking forward to you giving me something. I said, but I wouldn't expect it.
Right.
You take those $10 million and go be exactly what you
What you
need
need
to
to be.
be. You know what I'm saying? Happy, glad, whatever. Like your children don't owe you
They don't owe
nothing
you
after
nothing.
a while. You know what I'm saying?
Technically, they don't owe you nothing, but as children, we would hope that you understand how hard we've
That's what I said. I'd
worked
be
and
looking
struggled
forward to it.
to be like, man, I know how hard my mama had. I want to bless my mama. I want to be able to do something good for my mama because I seen what she did for me. All kids don't think
No,
like
and
that.
and I mean you're right, friend, but I think you just have to you got to take thank you for what it's worth,
Right.
right? If your children at some point or another ever tell you thank you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's on Christmas, whether it's on a birthday, whether it's just because you fix them a good meal and they enjoy it, they say thank you, mama. That you have to take that and
Mm-hmm.
let that carry you throughout the duration
Mm-hmm.
of their life,
Mm-hmm.
because they're gonna eventually grow older, become young adults, and then eventually start their families, and life gonna start life for them. And then there's gonna be times where it's gonna be hard for them, and they probably will at some point not forget everything you did, but it's gonna become like I don't know, a thing of just like my mama used to do this. So they don't your children don't have to continuously thank you throughout the duration of y'all
Of
lifetime.
course. Of
I
course
mean, one
not.
I feel like one thank you carries the way.
Right.
You know, I don't. I and I'm only saying that just if my mom were having this conversation with me and I would be, my mom would be like, well, I feel like you ungrateful. You know, if she would be coming at me in an angle, and I'm like, no, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for everything you've done. But at some
Mm-hmm.
point, when I was able to carry myself, I did. So what more do you want from me?
Right.
You know, like your children shouldn't spend the rest of their life thanking you. In
Like
my
they're
opinion.
indebted to them. Absolutely not. But I do believe that if you had hard times and your mama was there, you saw how hard your parents had to struggle, mama, daddy, whoever.
Mhm.
Once you get to that point of, oh man, let me go sit these people down.
Mhm.
You go sit your mom and dad down. Those siblings gonna figure it out.
I mean, definitely. But a lot of time, friend, you got those families to where, yeah, I can sit mom and dad down, and those siblings has to figure it out. But then once I do put mom and dad in the situation, they bring in siblings.
Mm,
I ain't gave you enough for that. I
right. And you
ain't put
can't tell
you.
your mama, a mama,
Oh no,
not
to
to
do
provide and
for
help for
her
her
child.
children.
It's this is so
Right.
I get it because I got a situation like that. Um in my family. So well again, I got a relative, she just cannot cut the cord with her son. It's just and he's a grown man. I don't want to say age because I don't, want to be
Mm-hmm.
too obvious. But he's a grown man. She just will not like she need a place to stay. She's tired of being where she at, but she just on stuff like, well, I gotta find somewhere big enough for me and him. Huh? At what point do you just kind of be like, son,
Time
it,
to figure it out.
it's been you done had a long
Son, it been real and gotta push you out the
run.
nest. They what a mama bird
Like
do.
take that breast and just rip the nipple away. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
So I don't know. But again, just to wrap that whole part up, like I said, I don't think Glorilla is wrong. I don't think that she's, being malicious or
No.
forgetting about her
And
people,
there's
forgetting
stuff
about where
that
she
going on
came
that we don't
from.
know
A
about.
lot of stuff. Yeah. But I tell my siblings right now today, when my when my $1 million check clear, okay, millions of dollars with S on the end. Please, by all means, don't think I owe you absolutely nothing. If I give you something, I do because it would be coming out of the kindness of my heart because I love you. But I don't owe you nothing. So with that being said, friend, we're
And
gonna
I'm
wrap that up.
listen. I'm so glad I'm the only child.
Ooh, I got a cough.
I'm so glad. Baby, my mama told me I ain't gonna never forget. Baby, we was at a funeral. Baby, you know how us a nigga gonna need. Baby, they was up there cutting up about that money.
Oh gosh.
And me and my mom, and I'm a people watcher.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I like to go somewhere. I like to have a good old time. I'm a laugh, joke, but I can also get in the room and sit back and watch everything.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I can be in the room and see, oh, they sleeping together, and and
Yeah, it
try
puts
to.
one too.
I promise you, put me in the room, baby. I read people really good. I'm a people person.
Mm-hmm.
So, baby, people was in there carrying on,
Couldn't up.
cutting up about money.
Mm.
My mama look over me and say, now ain't you glad you're the only child? So when I'm dead and gone, you ain't gotta
You ain't
fight
gotta fight
nobody.
nobody over this.
You ain't gotta fight nobody over all that money I'm leave you. I said,
Mm.
how much is it?
Listen, let me know now. I might want to fight you right now to
I
get
said,
it.
how much is it?
Because I might need to fight you to get it. What we talk about?
Baby, and then because I always did want siblings. Now, do I have siblings on my dad's side? Yes, because
Yeah.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Mm.
Where he laid his head was his
Was
home.
the home.
But I didn't meet those siblings until I was 23, 24.
Mm.
I did knew I had a brother when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But it's my dad's son. But of course he went back to Chicago. He was, unalive
Mm-hmm.
at a very early age.
Okay.
but I have no memories of him. Do I have tons of pictures of him? But I was a baby. I was like one
Right, yeah.
and younger. But I don't know what it's like to grow up with
With
siblings.
siblings, yeah.
Baby, my mom, and I used to be like, oh, I want siblings. My mom was like, baby, that ship
Ship has
been said.
sailed.
My mama
I'm
told me,
gone.
baby, I had you when I was in my 30s. You lucky to be here. She said,
Goodness.
you lucky you made it.
Hmm.
I said, well, dang.
I mean, I've always just kind of felt like when I was younger, I always looked at it like I would rather have my kids young so I can grow up with them.
Mm,
But then the older me, the wiser me understood that well understands now that it's okay to wait till you're a little bit seasoned,
mm-hmm.
obviously financially,
Yes.
stable, mentally equipped, very important,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of a little bit more knowledgeable.
Right.
So I can't rule it out as like again me saying, oh,
Like I wish I never.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm okay. I mean, I'm glad that I did have them as young as I did, because again, we are really, we're close. I can relate to them on a lot of things and stuff like that. And I stay in tune, but I don't. I mean, you have them whenever you can. If
Right.
God bless your womb, then you go at it. You have at it, like
And I was blessed to do it both ways. I had my one young,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, this I won't do this again until I'm actually,
Right. Yeah.
you know. And then I waited. I think I had my next kid. I want to say my oldest was like 10 or 11,
Mm-hmm.
and I was more seasoned.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
now it's like, okay, I since I done this, I know
Yeah,
what to
you
do,
kind
what
of
not to
yeah.
do, what I can be better at. In
Mm-hmm.
a different financial
Yep.
tax
Very important.
bracket.
Very
I'm
important.
stable. I'm this. I'm that. So it was. I'm able to appreciate more, and I do know that all my children did not experience the same.
Oh yeah, for
Mom,
sure.
like my youngest is getting that gentle parenting. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't get, he don't get the Nina that got the
Yeah.
23-year-old or the other two. My 3-year-old gets gentle parenting, and it's not working, but
But I mean,
but
you
I'm
like
doing it.
so no. I mean, I think Dre and Drew, they because they're so close in age, they definitely grew up together. They definitely got the same version. It was tomato tomato, both of them
Right.
the same tip for tat. Nakara, I think she gets it different because she's a girl, and she does has a almost 7 year age difference between her and Dre.
Let Nuna
Um,
and Drake said they said, baby, that Linda get everything. Linda,
and
baby,
I
Queen
mean,
Sheba
they
over there.
probably ain't, they probably ain't exaggerating, not too much. They may be a little off,
No
but
people
not too
said
much.
they couldn't get off the porch.
Listen, and every time you turn around, she in the streets.
Linda in the streets. You hear me?
Listen, I can't sit her down. Not even if I brought her a chair. But no. So yeah, you're right. I mean, I think different. When you have multiple kids, I feel like everybody get a different version of you, and that's okay because you grow. Like I said, you grow, you
You
learn.
growing.
You know what I'm saying? That's what evolving looks like, and I wouldn't take nothing away from it. And I feel like even if at this age, if I have a child, like I feel like this child will be the one to carry that leg because
Friend.
that baby gonna know it.
Excuse,
Listen.
friend, you will have a baby now.
At
Hello,
my
you
age,
will have a
yes,
baby
I
now.
would. I mean, my man, he don't have any kids. He don't have any, so that's
Okay,
something that we've talked about and discussed. So if it happen, it do. You know what I'm
baby,
saying? I'm not
listen.
ruling it out. At first, I was, back in my day, I was like, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. But I mean, friend, when you meet somebody, you love them and you see life with them, and I think you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying,
You will at
and
least
all the
try,
possibilities. Yeah, you would definitely try.
baby.
I get that man a child. He's a good man, Savannah.
He's a good man,
He's
Savannah. I
a
wish
good
that man at home be like, you know what? Let's
man.
roll the dice one more time. Who? Who
Listen,
you? I be like, who you? You talking
me,
to me?
me and my ovaries,
Friend, I do like this.
me and my
Oh,
ovaries.
you were talking to me?
Stop playing.
Yeah, nah. That
Listen, and
ship
I
is
get it.
sailed.
I get
Do
it.
you
So
understand me?
I say either we know.
Baby, snatch all this out, put it on a boat, send it up the river, and burn it.
No, I
I
definitely
no.
don't take my lady parts. I want all
Take it.
of them. Keep them.
What I'm gonna do with it? Take it.
That
I
what
don't
makes
need
you
it.
you. Like you
Baby,
definitely need it.
I don't need none of it.
Well, I am. I'm just looking forward to the future, though. I'm just excited. Just again, this is. We just we on a second month in 2026.
Second month.
Um. So I'm excited just to see where everything takes us. You know what I'm saying? Like the state of the country, kind of what's gonna go on
Mm-hmm.
here. again opportunities and things like that. I'm just super excited. So
It took
yeah.
me a minute to get excited about 2026. It
I was looking
really
forward
did.
to it,
I was
honestly.
looking forward to it, but then once it got here, I was like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was just my mood. And I just recently was like, got like, you know what? All right, let's get some stuff in
Mhm.
gear and do. And I goal set every year before the new year gets here of things I wanted to do, but I just could not. I just couldn't. Friend, I was
It
in
was
neutral. I couldn't
something.
get in
Yeah.
drive. I don't know what it was. I just could not get in drive. But now it was
Mm.
like friend kind of like friend we got it, and I was like all right. I was like,
Yeah,
and I ain't
like
gonna lie,
let's
first
do
I
it.
was like, yeah girl, I was in the bed like that, yeah girl, mm-hmm. Oh yeah girl, mm-hmm.
Girl, grow
Baby,
up.
I'm like Nene, whatever girl, whatever, because we had been
Yes.
talking about like doing this,
But
and
it's
on the
just that
scale we want
time,
to
and
do
I
it
think it
on.
was the time. I mean, we had the right plan, we had the right man. It was just
It was
timing.
timing.
Yeah, it was just
It was a
timing.
timing.
Yeah, and it's just getting in a place and a space where we
Yeah.
just could say, okay, hey, let's pull the trigger. Like, let's not even think too much into it. Procrastination truly kills a dream, and I think that a lot of people have so many great ideas, and
And
again, so
never
many,
do it.
and the procrastination
Like we
kills a
had
dream.
a great idea
Mm-hmm.
last year. Then summer, I was like, friend, we said we
Yeah,
and
we did.
so it's like and then we have like a lot of moments on the phones where we be like, let's do this, let's do that, and then we're like, yeah, we're gonna put on that, and we never get to it. Then you see
Mm-hmm.
somebody else do it, and it's like, you know what? Friend was like,
I'm like, nobody finna keep playing in my face. I'm
friend
sorry.
said,
Like,
friend, I'm telling you now, let's just go on and rip the band-aid off, and I was like,
mm-hmm.
all right,
Let's just
friend, all
crank it up. Yes.
right,
And so I'm
whatever.
glad we did. And so we're here now. And
Yes.
we're bringing real conversations from, real women, real mothers, real
Real life
wives, real friends and
experiences.
daughters, such as ourselves, real life experiences, like friends said, conversations and just things that matters to you, to us. And so we appreciate y'all for tuning in. With that being said, we're signing out. We
See.
look forward to seeing you guys again soon.
Yes. So happy
And
Valentine's Day, y'all. Y'all drop in the
Valentine.
comments. Tell us what y'all got,
What is
honey.
your
What's your
listen? What is your
plan?
plans? What's your favorite Valentine's Day song? If you got a song, what's your just let us know. We want to chat it up with y'all. So make sure and whatever you do, make sure you enjoy it. Be grateful and thankful for whatever you do get
Excuse me, and be safe.
and be safe. And if not,
Look, if y'all gotta
if
use
not,
safe words, please say it.
and listen, if you don't be safe and you decide to be reckless, make sure you invite me and Nina to the baby shower, okay? Because we'll be there. All right, 9 months from now we'll be there.
Bells and whistles.